The age of PC gaming just seemed to show up out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, you always knew that one guy who's always like, console peasant, as you'd watch him shovel in like 6 discs just to play Age of Empires in 480p, but it never really hit like that mainstream level. That is, until the great streamer era began.
The f*** you say to me, you little s***?
You see, PCs were no longer just a beta male purchase. They were meant for the giga chats, the alpha males of the world. And soon enough, every 10-year-old would be begging their mom for just the most unbelievably cracked rig you've ever seen. Like every Christmas gift just became the price of a used car. The great migration from console to PC created a ton of new opportunities and experiences for gamers across the globe. But no one truly knew the evil that was about to be unleashed. Pandora's box was open now, and companies got to work to devise the most devious and diabolical plan to monopolize the industry. You see, even before the great streamer era began, PC gamers kind of learned that maybe 14 discs to download the newest WoW DLC was a little overkill, and they decided, you know what? This is the future. Physical discs? Yuck. Owning your games? Putrid. It was time for a change. Enter the game launcher. No longer were you tied down by the physical realm. You wanted a game? Well, listen up, loser. If you weren't stuck on your dial-up connection, you could experience the future of gaming. Digital downloads. But this created a new problem, because where were gamers going to go to download these massive files? And where were these games going to live? Valve decided that games should no longer be independent of one another, but instead a library for gamers to amass copious amounts of games from Steam summer sales that they know full well they're never going to play. Yeah, I'm talking about you. We both know you're not about to boot up Dokkaebi Hentai Adventures anytime soon just because it was 50 cents. Still bought it though. It was called Steam, and it was genius. Not only could Valve have full control in displaying their own original IPs on the store, but now they could skim off the top of every single developer that wants to put their game on their platform. Shareholders everywhere collectively just fell to their knees at the sheer amount of money this was about to make. And if there's anything shareholders like more than a thriving business, it's getting paid for doing absolutely nothing. Now, it's important to note that when games went digital, individual launchers for games already existed. MMOs like MapleStory and RuneScape already had their own login page and launchers to access their games. But never before had the idea gone as far as Valve did with Steam. And ironically, as Steam developed, it became more and more like the console experience was. With a Steam account, you'd have a unified login for everything. All your games, your purchases, your achievements, they'd all live in one place. It was exactly what the PC gaming market needed in order to kind of compete with that casual console audience. But with every good idea comes a company with a poor ethics board and hundreds of SA allegations to steal it. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Wait. And here are your nominees for the worst launcher experience in modern history. EA with Origin. Activision Blizzard with Battle.net. Rockstar with the Rockstar Launcher. And Ubisoft with Uplay. And the award goes to literally all of them. Steam quickly gained some competition as the PC gaming space started to grow a little bit more popular. Companies began to realize that they could completely avoid giving Valve money by selling their games on their own launchers. The problem was, this was the only motivation. So naturally, the marketplace of games got way worse. Steam accounts? Laughable. How about an EA Origin account there, pal? Any progression with achievements, a social space, Steam chat, broadcast, reviews for games, a marketplace of in-game items, controller support, custom viewable profile. How about a brand new friends list? We think it's our best product yet, and really helps you, the gamer, feel a sense of accomplishment. These companies know that Steam is a better solution, but they just can't fathom the idea of sharing profits with another billion-dollar company. No way the consumer should have any say in the matter. That's a few extra yachts we're talking about here. And besides, how else are we going to pay for these lawyer fees? The entire concept of game launchers just becomes so stupid to me. It made sense when there was a few companies doing it, but now every single publisher has followed suit, and it's become like this dystopian future where everything you own is just put in these tiny little boxes that each individual company has full control over. They can even gather information from you and sell it to whomever. And what's the solution? Just stop gaming entirely? No. Look at me. It's all I have. Like, imagine a garage. I know this analogy isn't really going to work for us millennials because there's no way we're ever going to own a house, but just imagine a garage. In that garage is where you park your cars every day. Over time, you start saving up and you build a little collection. But suddenly, the car manufacturer says,
you can't park those here anymore. You got to put those cars in our garage.
You sure about that? You sure about that? The garage is next door. Not that big of a deal. But that garage has a new PIN code you got to put in order to gain access to that garage. Now imagine if every manufacturer did this with their cars. Soon enough, you'd have 14 different cars in 14 different places, all with their own specific addresses and specific PIN codes. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? The concept, not my analogy. My analogy was good, okay? Give me props for that. I spent time on that. Honestly though, it makes you feel like you don't even own your games anymore. Like you're just renting them from the company and they have full control to revoke your access anytime. And after all that, you'd think they'd draw the line there. But no, these are multi-billion-dollar companies we're talking about here. Game launchers were just the beginning. What every game needed was a buggy proprietary overlay that's required for like 90% of the social features. Why would inviting someone in the UI of the game make sense? What is it, the 1900s? The main culprit for this problem is Ubisoft. When my friends and I try to play Rainbow Six Siege, it's like solving the Da Vinci Code. If, and that's a big if, we successfully manage to log in, we have to remember the keyboard shortcut to open the overlay, navigate to the social tab in their laggy menu, and hope to God you see your friend online. Then you have to pray for 2 minutes and hope that your friend even got your invite that you sent. And if somehow you manage to get to this step, God rest your soul, because when the matchmaking bugs out and you disconnect, you got to do it all over again. Multiply this problem with 4 more of your friends, and it's like a survivor challenge just trying to get into a freaking game. If only there was like a well-established network that could facilitate all the social features and allow you to play with your friends in a game. Game launchers and overlays have become a plague on PC gaming, and each one has their own friends list, their own login, their own list of games that belong to it. We sent people to the moon in the 60s. This phone could create an entire Hollywood movie and export it in 4K. You're telling me we can't fix the issue? Have the scientists not figured it out? Can we not just have a standard for social features in gaming? In fairness, they have allowed Steam to start launching some games, but it still opens the respective launcher and you have to use that login with that garbage friends list and all the same social features. Like, gaming on PC has just become such a chore at this point. Like, yeah, sure, just add me on Steam, Epic, EA, PlayStation, Xbox, Activision, Battle.net, Google+, Miniclip. And that's why I have a dream. I have a dream that me and my friends one day will live in a nation where we're not judged by the games that we play. No longer will the publishers have free reign over the gaming industry, but we will rise up and unify under one gamer tag. That's freedom, baby. And do me a favor, smash the like button. Take care. Appreciate you.